Alright everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Pokemon White, and I've done some leveling up, because we needed to do some leveling up. Pretty much everyone's up to level 45, except for Conch, who's up to level 46, and also Eel is also to level 45, and I am ready to evolve Eel, but I'm not going to do it in this episode. Mainly just because it would just cause a lot of changes with the layout, and I don't feel like doing that right now. So we'll do that for the next episode, probably before we take on the Elite Four, which kind of leads on to what we're doing in this episode. We are continuing onwards, out of Opelucid City and towards the Victory Road. So that is what we're going to do in this episode, but first, because I'm realizing we probably need a few of these, I'm going to buy some Super Repels, and maybe some Full Restores. I thought about doing this earlier, and I thought, nah, I'll just sell various things, like I had a few Nuggets and Stardusts and things like that, and so I thought I'll just sell those instead of buy things. Anyway, now that we've got some stuff to keep us on our way, let's just head on out. There are a few interesting things to do in Opelucid City. Not really interested on doing them right now. Hi trainer, do you have a minute? I just heard on the cross transceiver there's a big storm on Route 7. And the storm seems to be different from a natural phenomenon. So strange. Huh, that is pretty strange. Wonder what's going on there. Nothing for us to worry about, probably. So, let's go ahead and switch our Pokemon around. And actually, let's listen to some of the best music in Pokemon. This Victory Road music goes so hard. It's not even Victory Road, it's just Route 10, I think. It's great. Absolutely amazing. Alright, we got battle time. And there we go. That's one battle down. There's a couple of little mysteries here. Not mysteries, but like there's this whole like other path that you go. A couple other battles and items. Anyway, let's take on the trainer. Alright, that wasn't too bad, though I am going to put Baggy back up front, because we're getting some of these Pokemon are a bit tricky. And we got another battle. Alright, some of these battles are actually a bit tricky. We definitely need a little heal up time. I also should just... There we go, that's a bit better. Organize everything. Because we do have a pretty big battle coming up, so I definitely want to make sure that we're ready for it. So just heal up Victory and Basalt here as we go on ahead. And I am trying to figure out what we're going to have for the team. I'm trying to, for the Elite Four, because we've kind of got 7 good Pokemon, but obviously 6 slots. Anyway, let's continue onwards. Stop! Joey! Drayden and Professor Juniper told me you're heading for the Pokemon League, right? Yeah. Since it's Alder, since it's the champion, I think it'll be alright. Worst case scenario, you'll be battling Team Plasma's boss N. I need to know if you can handle it. Oh, well, there you go. He's saying you can't handle yourself. Get a grip. And I'm saying, didn't ask really. Gonna beat you regardless. Oh yeah, I forget he always comes out with an Unpheasant now. That's no fun. Alright, well let's go back into, let's go into Basalt then, and just remedy that real quick. I don't know why, I always think he starts with Lipard, and I think he only does that for like 2 battles. So, it's, you know, I don't know why, but then I always think, oh, it must just be the Lipard that he's going to start with, and it never is. I like the double detect as well. That's really frustrating. Alright, come on. Now we're gonna Rock Blast. And hopefully that'll take the Unpheasant down. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. There we go. Luckily we have a pretty good team to face our rivals. Superior's coming out next, so let's get out Joan. You thought I was going to use Victory. No! Joan's coming out. Alright. Let's go X-Scissor. And that should do a pretty decent amount of damage, although it is raising defense. I didn't realize just how strong Excavalier actually was in terms of attack. I was doing some of the leveling up, and I noticed that in the level up, at a current point, Joan's attack and HP were exactly the same. And I was thinking to myself, oh my goodness, that is quite the strong Pokemon. We really have nothing to take out of Simipour. I'm going to do what I did against one of the trainer water-type Pokemon and just put Tusky out, which I'm now realizing I could have probably kept Tusky in, because I haven't used Tusky for dragon types, and there aren't that many dragon types about. So we'll just see what we can do. We'll do Dragon Dance, and then we will hit the Dragon Claw, and that should be the Simipour down. And there we go. Easy does it. Liepard out next. I mean, I could keep Tusky out, because we're boosted up. Yeah, why not? Why not? Because it's going to use Fake Out first anyway. So... Oh, it didn't. I thought I was going to use Fake Out first anyway, so I was thinking, if that's the case, then I'll just keep going with Tusky, because no point in risking a high jump kick. Yep, you are something else. I mean that sincerely. Right, now I have to make your Pokemon healthy. And we get our Pokemon fully healed, that's nice of him. Right, now there's no way I can compete with you, Joey. If there's anything I can do to help in the battle with N, just say so. Joey, there's not much I can do to help, but I want you to have these. Oh, nice, Max Revive. That is pretty... I would argue that's a bit more helpful than a battle, but, you know. Still, it's kind of funny. Everyone's so different. Funny? At a time like this? Come on, Cheren, could you smile for just once? Taking everything so seriously all the time isn't gonna change anything. You know, since we met our Pokemon, we walked the same roads together. A lot has happened. We've all changed a lot. We found out that the things we want to do and the things we can do are different for each other, or for each of us, right? That's what made our journey so worth it. Somehow, all this just makes me happy. So that's what you mean. You're right that we're all different. We should do the things that we can do. There are as many truths and ideals as there are people and Pokemon. The most important thing is that we help each other out. That's why people and Pokemon are always by each other's side. That's what I've come to think lately. Joey, if anything happens to you or Alder, I'll do everything I can to help you. That's why I have to keep training and getting stronger. Just don't be reckless, okay? He's gone. Joey, me too. I'll do my best if I can, so, I wish I could say something like totally inspiring, you know? Okay, best foot forward. Alright, well that's pretty funny. But, I think it's time to just keep heading on, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have some battles up here. Okay, we got that battle out of the way, and we get a wild Pokemon, of course. Alright, we're gonna Super Repel, and we are gonna grab this item here. Which just so happens to be a full restore, not too shabby. And I think we're gonna have one final battle before Victory Road. Alright, good stuff. Let's enter the gates towards Victory Road. I don't know actually what it's called. But yeah. Halt. Unqualified ones shall not pass. The key to open this closed gate is the trio badge. Oh, holder of the trio badge. Challenge all that you face. Alright, let's head on to the next one. Halt! The key to open this bridge is the gate is the basic badge. O holder of the basic badge, show the knowledge you've obtained. Alright. Well, let's head on through. Halt! The key to open this badge is the insect gate, yes. Yes, I've done that properly. A holder of the insect badge. Fight valiantly like an insect. I don't know, I think I'd not prefer to fight like an insect, but anyway. Halt. The key to open this badge is the bolt badge. I keep saying badge, I've done it. It's locked in now for me. I do this thing where I'll misspeak, and then all of a sudden, that's all I can do is misspeak that one word for like the next 30 minutes. I did this watching the Super Bowl where I called a touchdown a home run. I just couldn't stop doing it. And it was really kind of embarrassing. Halt. The key to open this gate is the Quake badge. O holder of the Quake badge. Make your foes' hearts tremble. Halt. The key to open this gate is the Jet badge. A holder of the Jet badge. Blast ahead with tremendous force. Halt. The key to open this gate is the Freeze badge. A holder of the Freeze badge. Show the sharp edge of an icicle. Puzzle's not too bad. Halt. The key to open this gate is the Legend badge. A holder of the Legend badge. Pass through Victory Road, which lies beyond here, and head for the Pokemon League. Prove that you, too, can be a legend. Alright, well, let's head through and to Victory Road. I think a lot of people tend to stop their recording at this point, but no, we're going for it. It's one of the easiest victory roads in the world. It's not as easy as Johto's, but it's about on the same level as something like what's the one I'm thinking of? The Kanto one. Anyway, first battle. Okay, so we keep heading on. The first Pokemon, by the way, that we face at Victory Road is a Whimsicott. Grass type, and put a rock type in front. Listen, you can slide down the cliffs here, watch me. Now you try it. It's a long way down, I can't do it. Alright, well, I think we can do it. Seems to not be much of a problem here. The biggest problem is just going to be stocking up on these repels and using them. And so let's head on in. And we'll do the little skip here. Actually, there's one thing that annoys me a lot about Victory Road, and it's more just a this game in general kind of annoyance, which is the fact that you can get a really cool Pokemon here, but you couldn't get it at any other point. That Pokemon being Dino, the little dinosaur-looking thing. And it's such a good Pokemon, but... And Hydreigon is... Again, I think I mentioned this in one of the episodes. Great Pokemon. I think you need to evolve it at like level 64 or something crazy like that. Like, genuinely crazy stuff. Yeah, I think, I can't remember exactly how long it takes. It's either 54 or 64, but it's like you get this really cool Pokemon that evolves into one of the coolest final evolutions in the game. Let alone in Pokemon, in the game. And it takes that long, and you get it at Victory Road. Okay, so yeah, I'm just trying to think of another Simipour as well that was being very annoying and burning me every single move for a couple moves in a row there. But, yeah, this game does have a few issues with Pokemon like that, where it's just, you want the Pokemon. Another one's a good, Ponyard's another good example of a really cool Pokemon that is just super tricky to get, because you have to wait till the end of the game, and it takes forever to evolve. Victory's also leveling up quite a lot with the amount of experience that we're gaining there. Anyway, we got this dude, so let's take him on. And there we go, we're just over halfway with Victory Road now. Because they put basically someone to help heal your Pokemon halfway through. And then let's go ahead, move the boulder so we can kind of ease through this a lot faster if we ever come back here. That's part of the key to this Victory Road, is doing that. Was it up or down? I can't quite remember. I actually did do this not too long ago, but, well, it was 6 months ago probably. Okay, yeah, this is it. Let's do the battle. Alright, so there we go. And, well, you know what, let's just go for the item anyway. Now, if I remember correctly, if you do go down this, there's, not this way, there's another one you go down and you can, there's like one more battle, and it's kind of cool, but I think we want to go here. I think this is the right one, because it's the lower path, and you wouldn't think to go the lower path, but it actually is. So, let's take on another battle. That was a tricky battle there. He had two very good Pokemon that are actually on our team. Well, one technically isn't yet because it's the evolved version. It was, he has a Gigalith and Electros. And I was thinking, huh, interesting. Alright, let's head on up. Yeah, because this then goes to here. And actually, while we're at it, let's just... We'll need to come back here anyway. So we might as well move this out of the way. If you're interested, that's where you go get Terrakion. We'll be doing that at some point in the post-game. So, let's head on out right here, and... It looks like there's an item down there. Though such a long way. Do you have the courage? I do, but not right now because I'm interested in this. The Pokemon League. I'll see you next time. Take care.